It's just a beautiful venue, really intimate, excellent beer and excellent food, and really incredible music.
I absolutely love their quirky and intimate vibe.
The musicians love the place, and so the audience love it as well.
So we're Indian music.
Yeah. Everyone thinks we're a couple. I don't know why.
We've been best friends since school, so we'd always talk about how amazing it would be to have a venue, the kind of venue that we'd like to hang out.
Yeah.
The kind of place where we'd like to go to listen to music.
Well, it reminds me a bit of playing at the Bluebird in Nashville. There's not much separation between the audience and the person who's singing, which is a really cool thing for the performer as well as the audience, I think. And it sounds really good too.
We have a bit of a philosophy here that I've tried to create. My favourite moments of Green Note are when you forget there's anything between you and the musicians. And when you kind of break down that barrier between the performer and the audience, something really magical can happen in the room, and that's where we get our atmosphere from. It's a real pleasure to see a lot of the musicians come through here go on to bigger and better things. Sometimes they get a little bit too big to come back to our little tiny room that we love so much, but quite often they come back anyway and just don't tell that many people about it. It's a great feeling to feel like you've been a part of that journey to that kind of success.
There are plenty of things about the Green Note that make it exceptionally special as a venue, and not least the two women, Evie and Risa, that run it. Everything that they do seems to be done very gracefully and very effortlessly. You know, all the way from DIY to the big decisions, they're doing it all themselves.
We wanted to create a scene, bring a community to us, and there is a scene out there. I think we've tapped into it, but also created it as well.
This is not a business you do for the business side of it.
You've got to do it for the love of it.
For the love of it.
You just feel amazing vibrations. You just feel great when you're here. It's actually very, very rare, I find, in London to be at a place with so much heart.
Good evening and welcome. It is Wednesday, the 14th of March, and it's the 100th episode of Virtually Green Note. My name is Emma, and I'll be your host this evening. Thank you very much for joining us wherever in the world that you are. We are very delighted to have you because we have got a special homegrown lineup for you this evening to mark our 100th episode, made up of Green Note staff. First up, we have got a singer-songwriter who grew up in Cornwall with an impressive range and versatility, who is currently on a genre-fluid journey to release some hotly anticipated original music. Having trained as an osteopath while working at Green Note, her musical career was kept as a hobby until a move to Bahrain and then Finland sparked the confidence needed for it to grow from strength to strength. And in the last few years, she's performed various venues and shows in Bahrain and has recently had the honour of performing at Bahrain Jazz Fest with some of the country's rising stars. Broadcasting all the way from Finland, please welcome DEBORAH Jones.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Doing well, thank you, Emma. How are you?
Very well. What was that, a Finnish hello you said there?
That was my attempt at a Finnish hello. Was that okay?
It was great.
There we go. Juho says it was great, so.
Ah, that was lovely. Well, I feel very special now. How are you this evening?
Good. I'm feeling really happy to be here and able to perform on this virtual stage.
Absolutely.
What Green Note have been doing have been amazing. The shows have been so heartwarming. So it's nice to be here.
They have, haven't they? Yeah. Especially heartwarming that they've done this thing and honoured our lovely Green Note staff. I think it's a really nice thing they've done.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So next up, we have got a singer-songwriter born in Oxfordshire, raised in Warwickshire, who takes inspiration from the folk innovators of the 60s and 70s, forging his own path through the traditions of folk and blues via years of writing and playing on London's grassroots circuit, both solo and accompanied by choice collaborators. Having been compared to Mason Jennings, his songs are emotionally evocative, vocally and lyrically compelling first-person observations of life in the present, showcased in his 4 EP releases and in his latest single release, Ain't It Sad. Broadcasting from Brockley, South East London, please welcome Rob Quo. Hello.
Good evening, Emma.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm well. I was very humbled by that introduction. You've obviously done your homework. I didn't know this information even existed.
There we go, it's all on
I'm not sure who Mason
found.
Jennings is, but I will look him up afterwards,
Well,
that's for sure.
apparently he's amazing and he sounds just like you, you know?
Well,
he can but dream.
Lucky Mason then, I suppose.
It's nice to see your face.
And yourself, yes, it's been too long.
I know. I keep seeing little videos of you that you've been posting, jamming in fields and stuff. Where have you been in the countryside in lockdown?
Mostly Wiltshire. I happen to live with my producer, Gus, who
Handy.
has a studio in Wiltshire on his parents' property, which is kind of totally removed from their property. So we've been able to go down under the radar with, you know, rations for a week and get some recording done here and there without interfering with the locals, which has obviously just been an absolute godsend, you know, in times where so many people have been, you know, with their backs against the wall and unable to do anything, just waiting it out. I've been able to get some work done. So yeah, I've been in Wiltshire a fair bit during this period, which has been a wonderful respite from the four walls of my home.
Yeah, and creating music as well, which is good too. That's
Well,
fantastic. And we'll get to hear some in a bit.
Yes, indeed. Much to share.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have got a self-taught singer, producer and videographer, born and raised in Camden, who creates dark polished pop from her home studio, blending fine art processes and pop culture to make accompanying audiovisual art. Having grown up with the diverse influences of her vocally gifted parents, her professional music journey began unexpectedly when her first released track, anonymously uploaded to SoundCloud, received major blog support, including Pigeons and Planes, which then led to her recording debut EP Teething, earning her fans from the likes of BBC Six Music, BBC Introducing and Nadine Shah, who invited her to take part in an all-female tour curated for Independent Venue Week. In 2019, she was awarded the PRS Women Make Music Fund and used this to put a full band together to play a sellout debut headline show at the Slaughtered Lamb, as well as recording follow-up EP Organs. Broadcasting from Walthamstow, East London, please welcome Christina O'Connor, aka Tarantina.
Hi.
Hi, lady.
Emma, it's so nice to see you, or even just the photo of you, and Rob and Deborah.
Well, I can now become unavatared if at the click of a button.
Let's do. Ooh.
Ta-da! How are you?
It's lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too. Isn't this a lovely thing? Oh. And you've been busy too, have you not? Been working away at songs and things. In your lockdown haven, yeah, I think so.
Do you know what? I have and I haven't. I've been doing what I can, and sort of returning to music again. But I sort of seen this period as a bit of time to relax and unwind and do some self work, and it sort of puts everything in perspective, really, doesn't it? It really does. This period of time, yeah. But hearing all of that, hearing all the things I've done, I was like, who's that? She sounds cool.
She is cool. She's very cool.
But it's you know, when you're a sort of, you know, when you're a kind of performer or artist, it's easy to forget all of the things that you've done when you haven't got any stages to be on. So I'm really grateful to Green Note for like giving us a platform to be able to do this from home. And happy 100th.
Yes, happy 100th, Green Note. We love you hugely.
I'm so cheered to that.
Yeah.
What a pleasure to be a part of it.
What are you drinking, Rob? Is that tea?
It's a tiny little cup of tea.
Guinness in a teacup.
That's
They're
what we
excellent
like.
drinking cups. They've got a great lip, you know, when you find something that's just got the right.
It's good. So, regulars, you know the next bit, but for anybody new that is joining us this evening, Green Note takes the form of a writer's round. So what that means is that each artist is going to take it in turns to perform a song, and then in between songs that we're going to hear a little bit more about the ideas and the inspiration behind the songs. So then they're going to hand over to the next artist. So tonight we're going to start with Deborah, followed by Rob, and then Tarantina. So we're going to do 2 rounds of that, and then we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to do another couple of rounds, including a cover version of the artist's choice. So, kicking us off this evening, we have Ms. Deborah Jones. Take it away, Deborah.
I'm so afraid of what I might hear. I'm so ashamed of the one I once called dear. You used to love me for who I am. What happened to your love? Nothing could reach us. We could fly, oh, I used to see the world through your eyes, oh yes. What happened to your love? Your love, your love. Ooh, what happened to your love? Your love, your love. Hello, do you know who I am? I'm the girl you left behind. I guess you've loved me in your own special way, but it's too late. Nothing could reach us. We could fly. Oh, I used to see the world through your eyes. Yeah. What happened to your love? The love I once knew, where money grew on trees, and why you said it was true. When fairy tales weren't fiction, tears were in my eyes. When the world was still an oyster, with a pearl deep inside. What happened? What happened to your love? What happened? What happened? So forgive and forget's what they say, but they ain't been living this way. Left alone in this way. So try to forget all those lies. Try to forget all those times you had to see her cry.
Beautiful.
That was gorgeous. Absolutely
Lovely.
You.
What a voice.
Mesmerising.
Thank you guys. Glad you enjoyed
Is
it.
that an original?
Yeah. So tonight I'm performing 3 originals. That was the first one, a little bit sad, but we thought we'd start with something sad and then
I dig
lift
that.
the mood a bit. Why not? The best songs are the sad songs sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with a
Do you
kind of
guys-
easy edge to it.
Do you guys write them together, or is this your solo kind of project?
This is a solo project. I have only just met Yuho actually in the last 2 months. He is amazing. He can sing, he can play the guitar, he's in a band, he writes his own music. But this is a solo project.
I love that he's like, you wear the mask tonight. It's about me.
I thought you were going to say that you met him 2 days ago, and it wouldn't have surprised me, Deborah, because you are full of surprises, I tell you.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. You're obviously leading a wacky and wonderful, wonderful life.
Why not? You only live once, huh?
Well, ain't that the truth? It's inspiring. There's no doubt.
Who can I ask, Deborah? Like, who are your inspirations? Because when I listen to you, it's like a mix. I can hear like old school jazz standards, but then I can also hear like some, I don't know, real sort of. Almost like, you know, when you were a kid and you watch Disney films and there's that moment that moves you so much and it's like this beautiful, lovely voice. There's like elements of that to it.
So true.
Yeah, it's like really,
Nice.
really heartwarming and lovely.
Oh, that's so
Disney
lovely.
in the best way.
Yeah, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no, I'm not taking that in a bad way.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Who are my inspirations? Well, in the last few years I have been performing jazz, but funnily enough, growing up, we listened to everything apart from jazz. I don't think I ever heard a jazz or blues song, apart from Eva Cassidy's, some of Eva Cassidy's music. But we listened to everything else. So growing up in that kind of household, you know, from country to pop to, you know, a bit of rock to, you know, so much, you know, Mariah Carey. You then draw on all of that and it gives you that ear, I guess. You get a good musical ear. I don't play any instruments apart from the piano. So, I mean, in that song, I guess it was just a ballad. But yeah, good music is good music. I love Ella Fitzgerald. I only discovered her in the last few years, believe it or not, but her voice to me is just gold. So,
Are you playing the piano?
Am I playing the piano now?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought
yeah.
maybe you were. You were hiding it very well if you were.
Hidden hands out of sight.
Yeah, just sort of.
It's a tiny little piano just under there.
Yeah.
Just under here
Maybe
somewhere.
that's what I'll say. Yeah, I've got the trumpet down here. I've got some drums. You just can't see.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that. So, Rob.
It's funny that you should mention the jazz singers and
Okay.
crooners of, I guess, the 40s and 50s. I'm going to play you a little ditty to start with that's very much inspired by that, you know, field of musician. I was a big fan of the Rat Pack growing up. I used to sing in a jazz band myself and loved that music, old band music, etc. So I suppose this song has a loose kind of relation to that kind of world, really. I still very much hold onto that, particularly with jazz and improvisation, etc. So yeah, this is a little ditty called Say No More, if I may. A little sip of Guinness. Say no more. I understand it perfectly well. There's nothing more to say. I suppose it's about time anyway. All is said, say no more, no. I hope you don't hold it against me now. If I held on a little too long, but these old bonds, they don't half end up growing strong. But I'll leave it there, I'll say no more. So when this letter arrived this morning, well, I must admit that it gave me such a heck of a fright. Tell me, why would you feel the need to write when all was said, or so I thought, so I thought. And I've read your words, I've read them over and over. And I must admit that I can't help wanting just a little bit more. Wanting exactly what I didn't want before. But I said I'd say no more, so I'll say no more. Say no more. Say no more. I understand it perfectly now, that there's so much more to say. But the moment has long since passed away. So I guess I'll say no more, say no more, say no more.
Amazing.
Yes.
That was gorgeous.
So nice.
Just lovely.
Took us into another world there.
I know.
Brilliant.
You can't hear us yet. Let's do it again.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh, that was beautiful, Rob.
Thank you.
You were
Yeah,
fab.
really good.
What a beautiful, lovely, warm voice you've got.
Oh, thank
Yeah, really full of character.
you. Yeah, it comes through a lot of filters before it reaches you, let me tell you.
No.
You know, it's
flesh.
filtering through a lot of layers, you know
Pain.
what I mean?
You've been through a lot of
Yeah, that as well.
a lot of
you
life
know.
experience filters.
There's literally a lot of effort going into creating a noise. It's going through a lot of me, put it that way, you know what I mean?
What's your musical background? When did you start making? Because obviously, I think you and I started Green Note at a similar sort of time,
Yes,
and we were never put on the same shift because obviously you get put with someone who's more experienced than you.
You were the newbies.
So we sort of were like ships passing in the night. But I knew you did music, and then when I heard it, I was like, wow, this is actually amazing. But so what's your musical background?
So I guess I grew up on the music. A funny story that actually was very critical in my musical development was, I think one Christmas when I was about 6 years old, I desperately wanted the Now 56 CD because it had, I think, who did that tune? Was it Pink that did These Words Are My Own?
No,
Natasha
Bedingfield.
Natasha Bedingfield. I was obsessed with that song. I honestly couldn't care less what else was on that CD. I wanted that CD so I could have that song.
That's amazing. I love that you are owning that because...
I loved that tune. I don't know what it was, but it really resonated with me. And yes, sadly I didn't get that. True to my mother's form, she bought me something slightly more enriching for my life, and she bought me this selection of 60s songs, basically.
Oh no!
So stuff
It makes
like
me want
the
to get
Beach
onto
Boys
eBay.
and.
Is your
So
mum
I
into
listened
eBay?
to all
Find
these
that Now
tunes.
56 for you.
Oh, it's over. You know, I'm very glad that she bought me this set, and it had all of these incredible tunes from the 60s, really sort of sentimental stuff, which I grew up on, and it all kind of went from there. I guess kind of got into the 70s, folkies. And was singing in this jazz band, had my own indie band in school, so loads of stuff that it sort of brought me to this point.
Is your mum
now.
musical then?
My mother hold a tune, but neither of my parents were ever very musical, so I was a bit of a freak, which I think many people are, not coming from any kind of musical heritage. Not like you, Christina, of course.
Yes.
Well, actually, it made me laugh in the
Fantastic-
introduction because my mum.
Fantastic tunes.
Sorry, Mum, if you're listening, but Emma, when you said to your musical parents, my mum is
Not musical at all. Do
She
you know,
clicks
it's in
on
your...
the offbeat, and it's like.
I was going to ask, because it said something about Portishead Leftfield, with whom toured as lead vocalist, and I thought, it read as though it's your mum, so I thought, oh, okay, well,
Actually, there is a funny story there. So my mum was working in a antique shop in Primrose Hill, and when I must have been about 7, and every day or every other day, Robert Plant used to come in and flirt with my mum and try and sort of be wanting to take her out on a date. And his sort of way of sort of wooing her was to bring her music, and he brought her a Leftfield CD and a Portishead CD, and that's the only reason why I ended up, because actually we didn't really have any music in my mum's house. We didn't really have any music. So then when she brought home these CDs and I put them on, I was like, what is this? This is amazing. And yeah, so thanks.
Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Rob. But he never did get that date. So. But yeah, no, it was a pretty strange story. But yeah, so that was the only reason why she kind of knew about that sort of music.
But you had a very musical father. I once joked, on our WhatsApp group, Christina posted a song of her dad singing a Christmassy song, and I went, wow, your dad can really sing. But that was before I knew who her dad was. The lovely Des O'Connor. Yeah. So then, you've got it in the genes. Beautiful set of pipes you have on you there, young lady.
Yeah, take the floor.
I'm not going to give him the entire credit for that.
Why don't we have one of yours? From
Sure.
The wonderfully talented Tarantina.
Thank you. So this one is a song called I Am a Loner, and actually it's the one that you mentioned at the intro, Emma, which I put online, sort of not really knowing much about SoundCloud, and I didn't really see. I don't know if do you guys use SoundCloud?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
very.
listened to it, but I don't know. Yeah.
It's
I
very
started
sort
the
of
last
tricky.
week.
Yeah, well, sort of it's just the button that says private or public is not really very obvious. So
You're
I sort of
right.
uploaded a song ready to just send it to a friend, but clicked public, and then somehow, I don't know, someone on some blog picked it up and then it got passed around, but I wasn't ready at all for anyone to be hearing anything. So when all these people came knocking at my door, I just sort of ignored them all, which was probably not the right thing to do. But at least it kicked me into gear to thinking, well, let's at least try and make some more music.
Wow, that is legit, like rock
that's the
bio.
thing, isn't it? Well, no,
Gold.
it's just I think as a musician, especially someone who, you know, is out in the world working and doing other things, you kind of think, oh, this is just my little nonsense thing. No one really wants to hear it. And so then it's really nice when someone responds to it well, you know.
That's very, very cool.
A nice thing. But yeah,
That's a nice thing.
So
and that's the one you're going to play us now.
Yeah, it's called I'm a Loner.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to it.
So this one is about being a little bit of a stalker, and it's about sort of hanging around outside of an ex-boyfriend's house, ex-partner's house, and probably lurking just a little bit too long.
Under your window, been here since 9.
We've momentarily lost our lovely Tarantina, but soon we will maybe have her back. We're not quite sure. A little twiddling and bits and pieces.
This happened in the sound check and it was easily rectified. I can assure listeners at home it will be seconds. Ali will be straight on it.
It will be seconds before you're back. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a pro on the job.
Yep. Yeah, Ali's amazing.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Hello. We can hear you now.
We can hear you.
now.
Hey, welcome back.
Are you okay? We can hear you. Well, it's okay. It's just one of those things with live shows. Things happen and come and go and come and go. But we can hear you now, darling.
I apologise. You can hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah.
You're back.
You're back. You're back, baby.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You know, I think I'm overloading the system here.
It's becoming your thing. It's like a trademark.
I know. I really don't want this to be my trademark, guys.
You're owning it. You're owning it. Keep doing it.
Should we try again? If it
Let's try
happens again, then it'll happen again. Then we'll just keep doing it. All right, let's try it again.
Under your window, been here since 9. I'm losing my patience, waiting all night. Said if I was lonely, to give you a call. Course you don't pick up now, and I'm not lonely at all. No, I could never want you back. No, not ever, not like that. No, I could never want you back. No, not ever, not like that. Curtains are twitching. What do they see? I spy you in your kitchen. You're making her tea. Tapping my broken nails on my timepiece you bought. Counting down the failures, and I'm not lonely no more. never want you back. No, not ever, not like that. No, I could never want you back. No, not ever, not like that. I'm scaling your brickwork. You won't mind if I fall. I'm hearing that bitch talk. Sorry. And I'm not lonely at all. Nearing the top now. I'm always hands-free. I see all the houses in town, but down your chimney I breathe. Oh, no, I could never want you. No, I could never. No, I could never want you. Hey, I'm on no. I want you back. Not like that. No, I want you back. I'm not lonely anymore.
Oh,
Worth the wait, baby. That was great.
what
Sorry
a
about
banger.
that.
Oh my god.
That was
That was so good.
Bit
That is
creepy.
a tune. It's
Yeah.
beguiling and poetic and theatrical. It was really fabulous. Christina.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
God, so
Are
much
you really
fun.
a stalker? Are you really
Absolutely, aren't we all?
Yeah, you played the part very convincingly, Christina.
It was good.
And,
Like the little
I was
insumancy
right
spiders
there.
up the drain pipe.
So tell us about your influences then, Christina. What's the...
Oh gosh. Well, yeah. As I said, Mum's influence was all the left field and Portishead in the house, but then Dad's was obviously splitting time between Mum's house and Dad's house. Growing up, I'd go over there and he'd be like, "Let me play you this vinyl," and so it was
Cool.
Ella Fitzgerald or Donna Summer or Frank Sinatra or all the crooners.
Wow.
So I guess my influence is a bit, what would a crooner do if they were a bit creepy and unhinged?
And who was the pop star that really struck a chord with you? Because your stuff is quite poppy, Was there like a pop star that kind of made you go, "I want that aesthetic"? Do you know what I mean? The aesthetic is very pop, even though obviously the layers are very complex.
I don't know really. I mean,
Was
growing
there
up, I
someone-
was obsessed with Alanis Morissette.
Well, that's a good start.
But that's not really pop, is it? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, but
Just
just sort
got
of.
a little scoop of Amy Winehouse in you, I think. So, just a little
I'm
reminiscent
not
of
mad
that.
at that.
Okay, good.
I guess we're both from Camden and both
Well,
Fellow
there you
Camden
go.
babe.
crooners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although
Yeah.
Amy, she was amazing. What an amazing woman.
Oh, a legend.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that was
Deborah?
gorgeous. What do you got? Sugar pop?
So, this next song is called "Let's Start Over," and I've recorded this. It's a real fun reggae track. Okay, sunshine, all that kind of thing. But we're gonna do a different version, guitar, just complete stripped back version. So that's gonna be interesting and really nice. This song is nice. It's about things going wrong. That's what life's about. But you have to choose either to stay in the past or to move on. So it's about just like, okay, doesn't matter what happens, just move on. So there we go.
Feels like I don't know you anymore. It's words that you say should be nothing at all, but it's always my fault or something I've done. You cut like a knife, shoot like a gun, but it's only you and that's the problem. It would be easier to say goodbye, but you get me every time. It would be easier to say goodbye, but I still care. Let's start over, let's work together. Let's start over, me and you, let's take two. Which way to return, which height should I brave? Can't get the attention that you crave. You push me away, say I've forgotten you. You know this isn't true, no, but it's only you and that's the problem. It would be easier to say goodbye, but you get me. It would be easier to say goodbye, but I still care. I still love you. Let's start over, let's work together. Let's start over, me and you, let's take two. Let's start over, let's work together. Let's start over, me and you. Let's take two. Let's take Let's start over, let's work together. Let's start over, me and you, let's take two. Let's start over, let's work together. Let's start over, me and you.
Yes.
Thank you,
I love that.
That was great.
Yeah, great stuff on
Fab.
the guitar.
Really
we
cool.
had fun. Yeah, we had fun. You had really good time. Put that to guitar. So yeah.
Thank you. Great job. Great
Yeah,
job.
you guys good.
Really
good one.
groovy.
Met him in a music shop here. What's it called? Musiki Kulas.
Yeah, Musiikki Kullas, translated to Music Kullas. The Kullas comes from the surname of the family that runs the business. It has been since 73 here in Oulu, Finland.
Wow.
So I was blessed to meet him. Really, really
Well,
nice.
tell me about what happened. Were you looking at records and you picked out something? You went, hey,
Like a
man,
movie.
Yeah.
you should don't listen
He's
to
got
that.
a
It's
90s
rubbish.
movie in his head.
What? I love this guy.
I went in there to buy these headphones and an interface. So I was
So
just
music
browsing.
equipment as opposed to musical.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
No records, but in the background I could hear this really atmospheric electric guitar. Like, you know, I was like, where's that coming from? What's going on? And I was like, oh. And he was testing out an amp or something, I guess, at work. I was like, you're really good. And we got talking and we just connected on Instagram. And then when Greeno asked me to, you know, join in for this, I was like, aha, I know just the guy to accompany me. So
That's so nice.
yeah, it was nice. It's really cool that we met. Yeah, exactly. And we have Harto as well. Thank you, Harto, for doing the sound.
Well
Get
done,
it
Harto.
sounding great. Yeah.
It's great to see people collaborating. It really is.
Where can we hear the reggae version, the sort of one with the production as well? I'd love to hear that.
Cool. I will release that soon. I filmed the music video for it last year, so I'm just waiting for that to be finished. And the track is almost finished. The demo's finished, but I will release it soon. And I guess you have to just follow me on Instagram and we'll see. You can see when
Fully
it's,
wrapped days.
Look forward to
when
that.
it's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Love it. Good vibes.
So, Mr. Rob Quo, what do you have next for us, my dear?
Well, somebody mentioned the blues. I was not going to play a blues. I have a choice between a very, very new song, where the paint is still very wet, and I was very excited to play you, or a blues song, if we want to interject that into this little party we're having. What do we think, ladies?
Oh, that's a tough one. But I really want to hear the new stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna. It's a good opportunity to do new things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's do the new one then.
Okay.
No pressure.
Let's roll.
Cool. Well, this is a song about being considerate with the way you manage your emotions and your feelings when you're sharing rooms and spaces with people, as we are doing an awful lot at the minute. Please don't put your hand upon my plate. You wanna chew the fat, that's fine. Let's chew yours and let's chew mine, and create a little clarity in mine. I know you feel bad, and that don't feel good, but don't point that thing at me. Don't wave it in my face. Coming in here and you're stinking at the place, laying all this good to waste. I know you feel bad, and that don't feel good. It's suffocating, don't you know? This heavy feeling in the air, it's a burden we can share. Go and try me if you dare, 'cause this just makes me feel bad, and that don't feel good. And I reckon if we only tried it could. If I can make it better, well, that's too bad. But please don't put your hand upon my plate. I got stuff I'm going through. Man, I got things to do. I got plenty here to chew, 'cause we all feel bad, and that can feel strange. But the way you're going, nothing's gonna change. If I can't make it better for you, well, that's too bad. But please don't put your hand upon my plate. Please don't put your hand upon my plate. Please don't put your hand upon my plate. Please don't put your hand upon my plate.
Ooh.
Oh, so nice.
Loved
Yes.
it.
I'm glad you did that one. That was good.
Yeah,
Really
I love
good.
that. I love that lyric. I know you feel bad and that don't feel good. I felt that.
Yeah, I love those lines that are just, I don't know, simple wordplay. It's like some phrases, they just, you know, they just have something about them. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like a universal, just, simple, play on words. What can I do with that, you know? My phone is full of these little phrases, let me tell you. And by gosh, they come at the strangest times.
Is that
Do them
song
down.
about living with people in lockdown?
Yes. I mean, you get a real feel for, you know, the temperature of people's, you know, vibes, and yeah, it's just a reminder to be, you know, considerate with the way that you present your energy in enclosed spaces, which is something that I am also very much, you know, could do better at. So it's by no means picking on anybody in particular. It's just a, you know, bit of fun.
Love your lyrics.
Who have you been in
Rob,
lockdown with?
Oh, just my dear flatmates.
Don't
who I
put him
love
in the spot
very
now.
much.
Oh, sorry. Who's it about, Rob?
Not David.
My 3 lovely flatmates, one of whom is actually new. We had a new flatmate in, which was nice to, you know, mix up the group. But yeah, I've got a great gig here, you know. But yeah, just 4 of us here in this lovely house. So it's been bliss, really, domestic bliss. But obviously,
You really start to sort of think about things differently with lockdown, don't you? Your living situations and who you're with and where you are and what it means and what every day looks like and what the 4 walls are like. And it's,
I got so lucky. If I'd been stuck in any of the holes I was living in this last 8 years of my life in London, I would have had a very different sort of a time. So no complaints whatsoever, I must say. Christina, are you going to bless us with one of your numbers at this point?
I feel, yes. This one's very sad, and I feel a little bad because you guys have brought the sort of like relaxed, nice vibes, and I'm about to sort of do a really sad one.
Sad
this
ones
is
are good though.
Yeah.
Let's have the sad.
Why
Go
not?
with the flow.
Let's cry it out.
Play what you want to play. It's your party.
You. Oh, Emma,
Drink
I
to
love
that.
you. I love you.
You too.
It's quite easy for us to forget that we're actually live streaming right now, isn't
I know, it
It's sort of like we're
it
just
actually
having a
really
little
is.
party,
Actually,
just
should we
chit-chat.
let's look at the comments, because there's comments going on over here, and it's funny to be on this side of
Alessia's
it.
watching. Hi,
Is
Alessia.
she?
Yeah. She's one of our friends who we work with.
Oh, there are
And
nice
lots of other
comments
people.
going
Michelle's
on.
watching too. Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, someone said Kate Bush, mate. Oh, was that the pop?
Yeah,
oh,
so that
yes.
you sounded a bit like Kate
Yeah,
Bush. There you
of
go.
course, I love her.
Oh.
But I only actually discovered her in my 20s. So yeah, but I love Kate Bush, obviously.
Feel like Kate's somebody you come to a later juncture in your life. Everyone gets to Kate when they're ready, don't they?
What? Yeah, amazing. I've just noticed that this guy is creeping into my shot.
Oh yeah.
And he's staring directly at you.
So this is my creep.
Oh, that's lovely.
This is my creep. I have also a life-size mannequin. I don't know why I have these. I shot a music video actually a couple of years ago called Fables, and I had just loads of mannequins because I didn't have anyone to be in the video. So I was like, I'll just get a bunch of mannequins. But now I can't let go of them. I love them. I love them so much. But I just thought I'd just pop him there because I like his creepy shadow here.
Creepy Bob over there.
I know. Oh dear, I know I'm going to get a text from my mum after this. Like, are you all right? Right, music. Yeah, so this song is called Heal. And it's also about being trapped.
Oh, I like this one as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Fan base. Yep.
Yeah, it's about I'm saying it with a grin, but it's not very cheerful. It's about being trapped in the same place that in the same place where some traumatic things happened, and sort of trying to come to terms with those things whilst being reminded of them all the time. So yeah, this is Heal. Hopefully I won't disappear.
space you left behind where dust sets in the light. Take my time as I fix the pictures on the wall. Clear my mind, sweep the glass, walk barefoot down the hall. It's hard for me to heal. 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 Here in this home, I hear the noise it makes. It's like living with a ghost, and I forget about you every day. It's hard for me to heal. It's hard for me to heal. It's hard for me to heal. It's hard for me to heal.
That was gorgeous.
Oh my god.
So beautiful.
So good. Oh.
That was very Kate Bushy, actually. Definitely get the comparisons now, for sure. Gorgeous.
Are you putting all those backing tracks together?
So actually, this one was co-produced with a friend called Tommy Sheen. Great, awesome guy. And when we met, we kind of just got each other instantly, and sort of came out with these bits and pieces.
Oh, they're great. Yeah, they're
I wish he was here, but as you can see, I'm not quite in charge of the. I wish that I hadn't just started playing the other one, but there you go.
Oh, you're smashing it. Oh, yeah, I want to gush to you personally about how great you are
break the
bringing all these
spell.
elements in.
Oh, thank you.
It was still gorgeous.
Yeah, really
Thanks. Thanks all of you for an absolutely beautiful first half. You're all doing smashingly. I'm loving it a lot. So we're going to leave you now to have a little break so you can go and grab a drink or anything else that you need. And we'll see you back here in 5 minuets. So see you in a bit.
Minuet.
Ciao.
See you soon.
Ciao,
See you
ciao.
soon.
See you in 5.
Ciao, ciao. Bye, bye, bye. So viewers, don't go away. We're going to hand over now to our lovely Imi and Risa. They are the owners and founders of our beloved Green Note. And they're the ones who program all these wonderful musicians and do all the brilliant programming at our lovely, beloved Green Note. So yeah, please welcome Imi and Risa. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How's it
I'm
going?
so happy today. This show is just
it's-
making me so happy.
It's so gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
just loving it. Nice to see your face, Emma, moving and not just vibrating.
And moving,
Actually.
not just
Yeah.
a disc in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good
Thanks
is
so much,
everybody
you
today?
two.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Really beautiful, gorgeous.
It's so
Thank you
amazing
very
to see
much, you
people
two,
in
for
different.
putting on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on.
Go on, Emma.
So I was just going to say thanks again for putting it on. You know, it's just such a lovely, touching thing. You know, you find ways to champion us all the time, and I think it's just lovely. So, and it's a real treat to get to hear them all, because you know we don't often have time off or whatever to go see their gigs and things when they're on, and so it's lovely. Really,
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
Well,
Oh,
it
it's
was
so
it
gorgeous
is our
to see-
100th episode,
yeah.
yeah. So we thought we wanted to do. We knew we
Something
wanted to do
special.
something special, and when we came up with this idea, we're just like, yes, this is.
But I
a
love
good one.
like seeing people in a different light when you know we've known them you all for so long, and it's so nice to see you
Mm.
and just doing what you do best. It's not that you're
Yeah.
not great on the bar, all of you, but you're multi-skilled.
You make a mean mojito.
It's true.
Seeing them being creative.
Yeah.
And it's really nice vibes. I'm loving everyone chatting to each other. And also, so Emma, Christina and Rob are current staff. They were working for us up until, we closed due to COVID. But Deborah worked for us. When was it we worked out?
We
It was
worked out
about
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. While she was a student. And it's just really nice to reconnect with her. And I love how she's connecting with the other staff as well. So
I know, it's gorgeous.
I think there's a lot of mutual appreciation going on for each other's music.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which is nice.
I'm going to leave you guys to do your magic updates and all of that stuff, and I'll see you in a little bit.
See you in a minute.
Okay.
Magic updates. Magic update time.
Wow, imagine if they were magic.
Wow, 100th episode. I feel
know,
like we
who'd
should
have-
have had a bottle of champagne or something. I
it's
didn't think
true.
about that in time, and just as we were about to go on, I was like, we should mark this in
I
some
know,
way. But everyone who's watching is marking it with us for, through watching and through having supported us throughout this time. And for those of you who are new watching tonight, well, we'll tell you a bit more about what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's our special ticker tape at the bottom. Can you believe though, 100? When we started this, I had no idea we'd still be going a year later. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but tonight it's just making me really excited to reopen as well. It's like just to see everyone again.
And I know some of our other staff are watching. I've had messages from people.
Yeah.
Frankie's out there. I know
I know,
Alessia's watching. I think a few others as well, Fede.
Yeah. Oh, well, hello all of you. We miss you. These are our little halftime announcements. So if you're regulars, feel free to go top up your glasses, do what you'd need to do. If you're new to Virtually Green Note, it's always great to have new people here, so welcome. We have been here every week, twice a week since last April, 10th of April. And we're here every Wednesday and Friday night at 8 p.m. UK time, so please do join us again. It's always 3 incredible artists playing in the round, and it's always a really lovely way of spending an evening and a great way of discovering new music as well. We're on all the social media. You can, it's all going past below, so like us, follow us, subscribe, do all of that. If you've got your device to hand, just do it now while you're thinking about it. We have a mailing list too, so please do join that. We'll post a link in the chat. There's also a link through our website. But yeah, we just send 2 emails out a month, so we don't spam you, but you'll find out more about Green Note, our venue in Camden, and about these shows and our reopening at the end of June, which is coming up quicker now. It's only a couple months away, I guess. This show is obviously live now, but if you want to spread the word afterwards, or you've missed the beginning and you want to catch up, it's available for a week on our YouTube and Facebook channel, so please do spread the word. It's all of you guys that keep these shows running, so it would be a bit lonely playing, or not playing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we need an audience,
Shows with
otherwise
no one there watching.
Yeah.
So please do join us again and spread the word.
And now you know what amazingly talented staff we have as well. So when we reopen, you come back to Green Note, you'll know some of you'll be able to come say hi to everyone. It's nice to. I feel so proud. I was watching them and I just felt so proud.
I know.
It's all them. It's not. It's
I
not
know.
us. It's all them.
No, we're so lucky. We've got an amazing team.
Yeah, we really do. We always have,
We
over
have.
the years.
true.
So, as Risa was saying, we wouldn't be anything without people watching these shows, without our viewers. And I know there's been some really loyal viewers throughout this time who've watched pretty much every episode, which has been nice. So thank you. You know who you are. And yeah, just so you know how you can support us, how these shows work, and how you can help us keep them going until, well, the end of lockdown. We don't sell tickets, but the shows are donation based. So if you're feeling, called to, if you've enjoyed the show and you're able to, we'd like to ask you to please make a donation via our PayPal link, which you can find listed everywhere where you can watch this show. Yeah. So that's Facebook, YouTube, and our website. And I always like to post it also, which I'm doing right now, in the chat on YouTube and Facebook. So no excuses. And if you don't have PayPal, drop us an email. It's not the only way to donate. It's just the easiest and most straightforward if you do have it. Yeah. So the recommended donation is £10, but that's just a suggestion. It's anything you can manage is massively appreciated and very welcome. And the money for each show is divided 4 ways between the 3 artists, the 3 acts who are playing, and then the last quarter goes to Green Note towards the running costs of the show. But today, because it's our 100th episode, and especially because it's staff members who are playing, we would like to ask you to please donate anything you're able to donate generously to support them, not only as musicians and artists, also as staff members who've been, standing by us and loyal to us throughout all this time. So yeah, we're very grateful for your support, as are they.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. We've got more shows coming up as well. We're planning to go on into May, aren't we? So
at least into May, yeah.
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 What's the next one on Friday?
This Friday we've got Hanna Enlof, who's a Swedish artist. She's a part of the duo Good Harvest. So I think they're big in Scandinavia. So I know we've got some Finnish people in tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we discovered her on the Folk Alliance, the Folk Alliance conference, and she's just amazing. So I'm really looking forward to her, and Liz Simmons from Low Lily, who you may have seen at Green Note, an American artist, also amazing, and Georgia Shackleton, a British artist. Also, I think, well, we knew of her before, but we kind of rediscovered her at Folk
Alliance as well. Yeah. She's played Green Note though, so we knew her already.
Yeah.
But, we reconnected, let's say.
Yeah, so that's going to be quite an international bill. That's this Friday, really. Yeah, I think that should be beautiful. And then who else have we got? Next week we've got an all-American bill. Trey Burt, Sam Dawes and Sabine McCalla. That's on Wednesday. I think that's going to be pretty special.
The Irish bill is after that, I think, with Danny Larkin, who's another Folk Alliance discovery.
Yeah, that's true.
King Cedar, both Irish artists, and MG Bolter, who's British and has played Green Note many times. So I think many of you will know him.
But even if you don't recognise the names, don't worry. It's always just tune in, and it's a great way of discovering new music. So just please join us again. But for now, should we get back to this amazing?
Let's get back to our
lineup
stuff.
of amazing team that we have.
Yeah, team.
Okay, we shall. Thanks very much, ladies. And
have you seen the comments, Emma? There's some compliments on your voice.
That's so nice. I've really got to get on that voiceover agent thing before it's too late.
Before we grab you back for Green Note.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Thank you very much for all the love. You're brilliant. See you in a bit.
Thanks to all of you tonight.
Thank you.
All our lovely team.
So please welcome back to the virtual stage the lovely Deborah Jones. Hi. Oh, I sense a mute button has been pressed.
Yeah.
There we go.
There
now
we
I can hear you. How are you? Hello.
Good. I was just reading some of the comments. One of my friends said, does Emma sing? Because your speaking voice is just so amazing. If you don't sing, you have to.
No, I've tried. No, I'm an actor, not so much a singer. I can carry a tune, but nothing like you guys. But yeah, I like to listen to your singing much better that way around, believe me. So please welcome back to the virtual stage, Mr. Rob Quote.
Hello.
Howdy. How are you? Nice and refreshed after your 5-minute break?
Very refreshed. Yes,
Marvellous.
yes, I had a lovely break, thank you.
Good.
Listening to our lovely team leaders.
I know.
Speaking their lovely words.
I know, they're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah, they're inspiring.
I know. And then last but not least, please welcome back to the virtual stage, Tarantina.
I love how you say it in the Italian accent.
I can't help it. It makes me want to dance. Isn't it a kind of dance, in fact, Tarantina? It's some kind of flamenco or something. Foot stomping wildness.
I heard that it was apparently once getting bitten by a spider, and tarantula. The Tarantina was a dance that people did when they were overcome with hysteria and losing their minds.
That's a brilliant band name then. I love it. Drama. We love it.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah. So guys, Deborah, can you lead us into Act 2, s'il vous plaît?
Yes, I can. It's time for covers now, so we're going to do... Yeah, this song is a masterpiece. I think everyone has covered it, but it's so amazing. I've heard this song done in every single genre, and you know you've written an amazing song when everyone wants to cover it. So I got a bit worried actually when Christina was showing us her little friend over there. I thought, is that a sign? Is that the song she's going to sing? Because that's the song I'm singing.
What have you got for us?
Creep.
Oh, Creep! What a brilliant song.
Yeah, it's a good one.
We'll be listening. Won't we?
My cat's over there prostrate, but he's listening too. It's okay. It's a bit more like... Take it away,
Great.
Deborah.
Okay.
When you were here before, can look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. No, I don't care if it hurts. I want to have control. I want a perfect body. Don't we all? I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I am not around. I wish I was special. You're so very special.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Oh, shivers. Man, what a beautiful
Haunting.
song. I've never connected with the words like that. That is such a fantastic song. So well sung. It was beautiful. And great job at the back as well. The accompaniment was fabulous. That was gorgeous.
It's a
It
really
is a
special
perfect song, isn't it? Not a word
Funnily
out of
enough-
place.
Funnily enough, it wasn't in my repertoire, as it were, but in Bahrain, where I've been living, up until now for the last 4 years, a woman requested this song at a gig, and I was like, I don't know it. And I was like so embarrassed. Of course I knew it, but I didn't know it enough. So how can I not know this song enough to sing it? So I promised her. I said, look, next time I see you here, I will, do this song for you. So that's how I got into covering that. And it's so nice to have people, in a Muslim country, wanting to hear so many different types of music and to have such a varied musical taste, Yeah, really nice.
Also an excellent business acumen you have there. Come see me again and I'll play you the song.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's good hustle, Deborah.
It works.
Where are you right now? Because are you in a rehearsal room?
Yeah, we're in a rehearsal space. This is quite a large building that has lots of different rooms. So we had, during the sound check, we had a heavy metal band.
Yeah, we won't mention them.
We were making the ground shake. Like, oh gosh. We were really worried that they were going to keep going. But thankfully,
It's not really on brand for Green Note, is it? Sadly.
Not really.
But,
Not really.
2021's a new year, so...
Do you usually work from home, like musically? Where do you usually go to this place where you are right now? Are you from home?
Well, the reason why we're here now is because it's actually, what time is it now? It's 11:20 for us here. So it would have been too loud to do this from home. But yeah, I have a space at home. I have my mic and I have all my stuff there at home that I'm using to...
When you say too loud, do you have neighbours or what's the...
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I see.
So I think after 10 p.m. you can't be singing and making noise and playing music, unfortunately. So
yeah, I think my neighbours probably hate me.
No, they love you and all your creepy collection of mannequins. You're their fave.
I know if anyone were to walk past the window right now, there's sort of a blue light projecting and just sort of heads everywhere.
Oh my gosh. So, Rob, what do you have?
Speaking of creeps, sorry.
Be nice, just I'm the only boy, doesn't mean you have to gang up on me. All right.
No, we love our Rob.
I am going to play you a lovely old song that I learnt from a version by Jeff Buckley that has been sung by many people, but it was Jeff's version that got me into it. It's not Hallelujah, by the way, which is probably the obvious.
Is it Lover I Should Have Come Over?
No, I can't sing that song, although I do enjoy doing it for my own benefit, but no, that is not one that... It's a lot of notes you need to sing Jeff Buckley's song. This is not a song by Jeff Buckley. It was written in the 50s, I think, and it passed me by. I thought only Jeff had sung it, but over the years I've just heard more and more versions, and it's a beautiful song, a real classic. It's called Satisfied Mind. How many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I would do things my way? But little they know that it's so hard to find one rich man in 10 with a satisfied mind. Money can't buy, babe, your youth when you're old, a friend when you're lonely, or peace to your soul. The wealthiest person is a pauper at times, compared to the man with a satisfied mind. When my life is over, my time has run out, my friends and my loved ones, I will leave, there's no doubt. But when life is ended and it comes my time, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied mind. Yeah, I'll leave this old world with a satisfied
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Stunning.
Oh my
gosh, wow.
Your voice is so suited to
can't hear us, can he?
Jeff Buckley. No, not yet.
Oh, no,
We'll
he
wait till he
can't.
pops those
We've got
little
to tell him
cans
again.
on.
Oh wow.
There we go.
How great you are.
God, honestly. Honestly.
Just saying, your voice is very, very suited to Jeff Buckley type songs.
Yeah.
My goodness me,
Where did you come
gorgeous.
from? Where?
Yeah, he's a big influence, that's for sure. But in a very unexpected way. I didn't know I had any Jeff in me, and just recently it's like, oh yeah, that's Jeff Buckley. Obviously, singing a song that he sang, it comes out a little more than usual. But yeah, Jeff's there for sure. I mean,
Yeah, but
what
you
an
really
incredible
made it
artist.
your own as well.
Oh, thank you. It's such a beautiful song, isn't it? I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's a real classic.
I wasn't actually. I wasn't.
me neither.
And if you told me that Jeff Buckley wrote that, I believe you completely. It's
right.
this kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really,
absolutely
really nice.
bang
I'm
on.
gonna check it out.
Yeah, do. It's a fabulous version. His all the Jeff, all the Jeff moves in there. Just him and guitar. It's awesome.
You
Rob,
won an
when did-
award, didn't you, recently, Rob? I think you
An
won.
award?
Well, some kind of, you were like named favourite singer or something. Favourite singer-songwriter.
a music blog called me their favourite singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was any like specified time bracket of just that moment or of the year or just.
Let's just say of all time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean that's how I read it. Certainly. Yeah.
When did you start? When did you start singing? Like, I can't imagine just one day sort of just singing, opening your mouth, and then that comes out. I think I'd be like, wow, what?
It's safe to say it didn't sound quite like that when I was very little. I've always sung. I was always obsessed with
Would
singing.
have been a shock to your mum if you were very little and sounded just like that.
I think so, yeah. There's a few years of rock and roll on The Voice now, but yeah, I've always sung. I've always loved singing. People always encouraged me to sing. It was that kind of environment. So I was lucky in that respect, you know.
That's probably what brings us all to working for Green Note, isn't it? Because I mean, when I started working at Green Note, I mean, I've lived in Camden my whole life, but then I knew Green Note was there, but I didn't really register it. I don't know why. I just sort of walked past and I was like, oh, there's that lovely little place which is covered in fairy lights, but I never really investigated it. And then when I went in for the first time, I was like, oh, wow, what is this? And when I joined, I was in quite a bad place, but working there and sort of hearing people sound check and things like that just every night, hearing that live music was like such a sort of nourishing experience, and like it was like, really, I'm getting paid to work here. But it's funny because I think it's like a magnet, isn't it, for people like us? It sort of attracts us to want to work there. And obviously because Imi and Risa are just like the best.
Aren't they the best?
Oh, yeah, they are. Totally.
Yeah, so laid back.
Yeah, they really are. And we lucked out as well. They're good at choosing a team as well. You know, everybody's just, really fun to work with.
Very strict, I was about to say regime, but that's definitely the wrong word. But their interviewing process.
I can't think of a less word for.
I was very lucky because I was very late to the process, and they hung on just to give me a little video chat. But there were rounds, there was people that came and weren't. These people don't just arrive at the bar. They've been through a very strict selection process. Which shows, because it's a great bunch and a lot of people that have worked there for many years.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's like, when you work there that they, I don't know, that they're sort of invested in you as a person as well. And particularly for me, since I lost my dad in November, like I felt like they're not only my bosses but like my
friends,
champions and friends. And it's so rare to have that. So just really happy that they're going to be opening again, and
yes,
in
very
June.
soon. And it's looking very sexy. They've had a little paint job.
Oh,
yeah, it's looking very nice.
Not sure how I feel about that.
No, it looks the same.
I like the crusty old.
They were perfectly chipped and
stained. Oh, they'll get chipped and stained again. But they've very carefully done it, so it's the same colours and everything. Just looks a bit nicer and fresher and cleaner. They're just slowly getting ready. Lots of lovely things so that they can do live streaming and whatnot. So yeah, it's like and new aircon, which is very important because sometimes people
goodness me.
Used to get stuff
downstairs was a bit much, wasn't it? When when I'd work a downstairs
new aircon
shift.
Downstairs too.
Oh, for goodness me, it was a lot.
I haven't seen the downstairs area, because I was working there 10 years ago now, which makes me feel so old.
It was a kitchen, right?
Yeah, it was a kitchen.
That's right, it was a working kitchen. Now it's this really cool little speakeasy, just full of candles and lots of people playing. Usually we get kind of jazzy numbers down there, people on the double bass or piano or skiffle boards, like kind of things that, old-fashioned things that you wash clothes on. There's loads of the people that play things like that.
Deborah, how long did you work at Green Note?
So I worked there until I finished my degree, or until my last year. So I'd say probably about 3 years or 2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a really nice time. I loved it. I learned so much there.
It's an amazing,
Well, you're only there 2 days of the week, aren't you? So it just sort of ticks along as this constant, as this kind of accessory to your other life, you know what I mean? It's just sort of there as it's something that's just present but doesn't take over. Which is
I'm living
part
in
of the-
Walthamstow now, but I'm a bit like, because obviously I was living, I was living literally across the road. When I finished my shift, I could just roll home to bed, and now I'm here. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to leave. I'm going to try and do everything I can to come back.
Well, I'm coming from
those freedom
southeast
pints.
London. Let me tell you, those the
Dedication.
commute.
Rob, should we
to,
do it?
from
Should we do it?
Brockley. Hey, I'm in
Please
already.
do. I'll be
I'm already-
heartbroken if you don't come back.
Yeah, I
That's
think we're gonna
it.
do it.
That's it. If I can make it, you can make it, Christina. But anyway, Christina, are you going to give us another lovely
What have you
song?
got?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, a cover. Speaking of earlier of trip hop influences, I, excuse me, chose to do Massive Attack. So this is Teardrop.
Life is a verb, love is a doing word. Fearless on my brain, gentle impulsion shakes me, makes me lighter. Fearless on my brain, teardrop on the fire. Fearless on my brain. Night after day, bright flowers blossom. Feathers on my brain. Black flowers blossom, feathers on my brain. Water is my eye, most faithful mirror. Fearless on my breath, teardrop on the fire, most faithful mirror. Fearless on my breath, teardrop on the fire. Fearless on my breath.
Cool. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Lovely.
Very
Love that song. What a song.
It's a good song.
And the video. Jesus.
I know.
I
The
haven't
video.
seen the video. Obviously worth checking
Watch it.
out. Yeah.
It's artistic.
classic.
Interesting.
I heard Guy Garvey play that on the radio the other day, and he just said before, he said, just imagine that you've never heard this tune ever before in your life, and you're hearing it for the first time, and then just rolled the tune. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you just can't remember hearing for the first time. You've just known it forever, you know? Or maybe I'm wrong, but...
No, that's true. That's a really good point.
Mm.
Yeah.
So well executed, Christina. That was fabulous.
Well done.
Oh,
thank you.
Gosh. And
I
that
forgot we
backing
had to do a
track.
cover, so I just put it together yesterday in a panic. But,
Tell them
it's
about
nice.
your shaker.
It was just a bunch of old jewellery in a bag.
That was so
I loved
gnarly.
it.
Oh
my
my god, it
gosh.
was so weird and like groovy.
I love that you picked up on that.
Well, I'm really into shakers. You get so much out of using different shakers, don't you? You sort of
Yeah.
pick up one, and it's like, ooh, you try another, and then you try like shaking the weirdest item. It's like, that's the groove. All right, somebody roll the microphones, you know.
I thought it was almost like at one point you'd recorded it earlier and you were doing that with all of your wonderful rings because it had that sort of jingly jangly.
Oh, I do actually have another song where I did sample my rings all in one go. But yeah, jingly jangly.
I sampled my rings.
Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She will have percussion wherever she goes. Sorry.
I had to
Ooh,
play
I
that
seem to have
character.
frozen. Can you hear me at all, or it's just my
I can
face that's
absolutely
frozen?
hear you. You've just frozen in a sort of
Really
Yeah, we can hear you.
interesting. Yeah, I was expressing myself through the medium of the dance there. Don't worry, I'm miming. I'm just.
No, it's quite a good freeze.
It's good, isn't it?
I like it.
So,
It's the last
Deborah,
round.
It's the last round. I know.
It is the last round already.
I know.
That's
it's
crazy.
quick, isn't it? It's fun around.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Green Note. It's been a pleasure.
Absolute pleasure
to
around.
sing original songs and throw in some covers. You guys chose some good ones. And yeah, this is my last song for tonight. And it's called Haunt. I really like this song. I can't decide whether I'm going to release one version or multiple versions. I've recorded different versions to try and see what works the best. But yeah, guitar.
Yeah.
And vocals.
I still hear your voice calling, but I can't hear the words you say, 'cause they're locked inside my memory. Will I find my way? Wow, will I find my way? Sometimes it's too much. Don't wanna leave my bed at all. Don't wanna even breathe at all without you. Sometimes it's too hard. Don't wanna hear your name at all. Don't wanna see your face at all. But you still haunt me. Don't wanna see your face at all. But you still haunt me. I still hear your voice calling, but I can't hear the words you say, 'cause they're locked inside my memory. Will I find my way? Wow, will I find my way? Feels like I wasted so much time making excuses to not drop by, making excuses to not try, and build the walls that will trembling, more like tumbling down. You've got me trembling now. You've got me remembering how you used to hold me. You've got me remembering now. I wish you could hold me. Need you to hold me and show me the way out. I still hear your voice calling, but I can't hear the words you say, 'cause they're locked inside my memory. Will stutter or cry? Do I dream or do I fly? Do I live or do I die? I still hear your voice calling, but I can't hear the words you say, 'cause they're locked inside my memory. Will I find my way? I still hear your voice calling, but I can't hear the words you say. No, no, 'cause they're locked inside my memory. Will I find my way home? Will I find my way?
Yes.
What a chorus! Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad you like it.
Belter.
That was written actually about my mother. So, yeah. You know the words? I read the words on your Instagram, Christina, about your father. Like the way you described that and being able to laugh through the pain was really, 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 really touching. Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Oh, thank you. It's one of those things that I guess words don't really touch. So when you try, it's nice to sort of feel you're kind of getting there with saying something about it.
No, you did.
When did you write that?
So, this song was actually written, around 2004. No, wrong. 2014. Not that long ago.
only 10 years
Just
out.
a decade.
I've been alive now long enough.
You really scared me there with 2004. Don't let me go back that far.
Myself. No, wait a minute. No, something's not right there. 2014. I wrote that song. But I've just been really busy, and I haven't been able to release any music because I'm not a musician. But there's this part of me that
yes, you are.
What
that is a musician, you know. There is that part of me that's like, yeah, love music, want people to hear it, want people to identify with what I'm writing about, and yeah, you guys are very inspiring. I'm fans of yours.
Aw,
Well,
this
the
is so
feeling's
lovely.
mutual, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think we lost Emma, but I think she's going to be back soon, hopefully.
Yeah, I think so. So
I'm not ready for this to end. I'm enjoying
me
this.
neither.
Should we same time again tomorrow, lads?
I'll be an after party, but after party at mine. Shall I continue with my tune?
Yeah,
please.
Shall I crack on in Emma's absence? I can hear Emma in her absence, tying the next link together seamlessly. That's what I tried to replicate there. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with a song that was inspired by the film Harold and Maude. I don't know if anybody's seen that film.
No.
No, it's a cult classic from the 70s or 80s, I think. About a very peculiar relationship between two quite peculiar people, and the lady, the main character. The main female character is a very inspiring woman in her later years, and the movie left a very bittersweet, mainly sweet sort of feeling after I watched it, and I realised that I ain't even lived, which is the name of this song. Getting on it, however young you
you are, well, you can't help stop and wonder if you're far enough along, or if you should be over yonder. Well, as for me, well, I ain't even lived. I'm alive, but I ain't even lived. I got this strange uneasy feeling something must be wrong. You know, I thought that I'd been living, but I've been dying all along. I'm getting on, yeah, but I ain't even lived. And all along I ain't even lived. Well, if life is what you make it, and what you see is what you get, I see a world so great and glorious, but I ain't seen nothing yet. It's whatever takes your fancy, what's standing in your way. Just don't you go living for tomorrow, or you'll never live a day. I've been getting by, yeah, but I ain't even lived. I survived, yeah, but I ain't even lived. I'm 25, yeah, but I ain't even lived. Oh, I'm alive, but I ain't even lived, yeah.
I loved it.
Gorgeous.
I'm 25, but I ain't even lived. That, oh my gosh, that literally happened to me when I hit 25. Oh, so I'll say it again. A great song, Rob. That amazing.
That was lovely, Rob.
Oh, thank you.
I love the lyrics. Like,
when
I hit 25,
the film, you'll get that.
Okay, no, but I feel like I get it already. When I hit 25, I suddenly was like, oh my gosh, I haven't lived, and that's when I started performing. Actually, I was like, you only live once, and I don't want any regrets. And it was literally when I turned 25. So,
gosh,
like you wrote that for me.
Honestly, when you sung that first verse, the like old, because I grew up listening to like grime music and like pirate radio stations. I was like, pull up. I was like, can we rewind? Can you? I know this isn't really what we do here, but can you just play that first verse again?
Yes.
Is that all right? Like, I just love that so much.
Gladly. Getting on, yeah. However young you are, well, you can't help stop and wonder.
Oh, it's like an instant classic.
If you're far enough along, or if You should be over yonder.
Ridiculous.
And the rest is history.
It's so good, Rob. That is that's so good.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. That will be on an upcoming release of mine, which I recorded last week, actually. So something to look forward to.
Definitely.
It's really, really, really good.
Oh, thanks. It's a great band I got together for that record as well. Like, it's going to be great. But
Are you making
so glad you like it.
visuals for that for it? Like,
I haven't even thought that far. I'm really not great in that field.
if you want some help, I would. Yeah, that's.
You're the.
I can see
one.
it. I can see it. Yeah.
Well, we'll talk, Christina. It sounds like we gotta hook up and talk spitball some ideas. Kristen,
What's happening now? I thought she was reaching through the screen somehow to make that happen. Hold your hand. Oh, you've muted yourself again.
Can you hear
me?
me?
Come back to us. I can hear you.
I don't know why. When I get too excited, my computer's like, no.
Behave.
What I was going to say was it obviously was inspired by a film and it's very cinematic. It feels very, just an instant classic. It's very rare that you hear a song and you're like, instant classic.
Oh, well, thank you. That means a lot.
It was thoroughly gorgeous. Loved it.
Thank you, and thanks for having me all.
Oh,
to the girls and all the rest
pleasure.
of it.
Very much so. So, young lady, to end the show, round it off first. That's
Just
you
realised
down
he's
there.
facing that way. What's
he done?
I've had
He's
enough
facing
of
the
you.
corner.
Even.
What have you got for us to wrap up this lovely show?
So this is another co-production with this friend of mine called Tommy Sheen. It's about trying to figure out what the heck is going on in life, which I'm very much thinking at the moment.
I hear ya.
Yeah, just waking up every day and sort of seeing the same things, but somehow being surprised by them every day.
Beautifully put.
It's called One Eye, and I'm actually not. I'm being unnerved by it. It's just. There we go. Just taking the limelight. So it's called One Eye. But before we go, I just want to, again say like this is really lovely, and it's been a real honour to commemorate the 100th birthday of the virtual Green Note. And Emma, you're amazing.
So are you.
Thank you, Emma.
Big hand to Emma. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you for blessing us with your beautiful voice.
This dulcet tones.
Regaling me with your
Wonderful,
dulcet
Emma.
tones. Aww. You guys are fab.
All right, I'll stick it on.
But you don't know what's behind it. Make believe you want to try. Dreaming to fool your mind. If you could only face the light with only one See the road that leads you far, further from your own eternal, like the moon that eats the dark, 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 still repeating every circle. Make believe you want to try, you daydreaming to fool your mind. If you could only face the light with only one eye. Can you see behind the door? Can you long for something more? Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Yes.
That was fun.
That was terrific.
Oh
You're
my
so
gosh.
cheeky. I love that you got little like and subscribe.
I don't know where that came from. Apologies.
It was good. It worked.
I was
You're an
dancing.
avatar again.
I am.
Were you?
because otherwise- Wow, get that reverb off you. Yes, because I've got this very important bit that I need to get out, and I need to read a script that I've written because I can't remember it all. So for a moment, I'm just being an avatar. I'll come back. Don't you worry. Thank you very much for a lovely, gorgeous, very sexy show. Viewers, I hope you all enjoyed this episode as much as I have. Please do feel free to send the link on to friends or family to watch it again as much as you like. I know that I will, because they're lovely. The show stays online for everybody to watch for the next 7 days. I'm going to ask all the artists a little bit more about what they've been up to lately, but before I do that, I want to remind everybody watching that, as Imi and Risa mentioned earlier, these shows are not ticketed, they're donation based. So if you've been watching, we'd like to ask you to make a donation if you're able to via the PayPal link, which the girls have posted below and in the comments box as well. We suggest a bargainous amount of £10, but whatever you are able to give will be very much appreciated indeed. Your donation will be divided 4 ways between the 3 artists that you just watched, and to the Green Note for the running costs of these live shows. Your support means a great deal to us all at the moment in the current climate, as I know you will know that. So now let me press the right button, Emma. My goodness, there we go.
Seamless.
Wasn't it just? Right, so we've come to the very exciting bit of the evening where I get to ask you guys what you have got coming up. Next, what's coming up? So, Deborah, what do you have that that we can let the fans know about and how they can hear your music?
Yeah. Well, for the first time in my life, I can focus on music 100%. So I'm really excited about that. Please check me out on Instagram. That's where I post everything. Mainly because Instagram is the easiest to deal with, you know. Like, I'm not very good with social media. Please check me out on Instagram, and I'll let you know what's coming up. The 3 original songs that you heard tonight, Haunt was the last one, Let's Start Over, What Happened. These are songs that I will be releasing this year or very soon after that. So so stay tuned, and I hope you have enjoyed listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And
Lovely. Well, that sounds very, very exciting, and I'm glad that you're able to focus on your musical career now. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Yeah. Bold.
Yeah, it is actually.
Really good. And Rob, you were just saying that you've just finished recording a new song, and that's about to be released or something, like you said.
Yeah, a new EP. I actually just did 5 tracks of a similar vibe to the last one I played. That was a song off an upcoming release. Will be 5 new songs that will probably be released in July.
Okay.
If I
That's
can
exciting.
get my act together.
You can do it.
Yes, I'm sure I can. Not well, but it will be released. It's all a bit DIY at the minute, but yeah, I've had a very, very productive year of writing, which I'm now backing up with a very productive year of recording. So I just released something in March, which you can check out. All of the songs I played this evening were new songs, which I think is bad in terms of business terms. I think better to play things that people can buy that are out, but it makes me feel alive to play new music that feels current and relevant. So it's all stuff that will be arriving in the future, but there is plenty of music to listen to, so you can hear it and buy it. I have CDs and things if you're interested. But yes, 1 record in July. There'll be another, maybe 2 more before the end of this year.
You have been busy.
This is the year. Yes, so tune in and come along for the ride via Instagram, as is conveniently placed on the screen there.
There we go, right underneath my chin. There we go.
Yeah, lots of stuff on that. As Deborah says, it's the easiest platform. It's no bollocks with Instagram. You can just,
Exactly.
get what you want up there. That's me.
Cool. That sounds good. Great. Well, we look forward to all of that. And last but not least, Tarantina. What have you got coming up for us?
Just checking my reverb and delay isn't on.
Yeah.
Like,
whoa.
I mean, I don't know. I'm quite envious hearing about you guys and you're focusing on music. I've not felt like that this past year. In fact, quite recently, I was wondering whether I should just quit it altogether, because as a musician in the UK, it's incredibly hard to support yourself. And the government doesn't, I'm not going to get on a soapbox, but doesn't seem to care much for musicians at the moment. And, wondering whether you should even be trying is a big thing. But unfortunately, when you are an artist, you don't have any other choice, because that's how you express yourself. So I'm writing again, which is nice, but yeah, I'm back on Instagram. I took a bit of a break, but that's sort of where to catch me doing things. I mean, I'm working on stuff, but nothing to promote. I mean, I would say if you want to listen to things, definitely go to Bandcamp rather than streaming services, because Bandcamp give the artists much more of the cut. So both of my EPs are on Bandcamp, which I think is bandcamp.tarantina.com or something like that. But
Awesome.
hoping to dedicate more time to it.
Yeah. Well,
when Universal Credit stop ringing me.
I had my first call today. It was terrifying.
Good. Oh, it's horrible. Isn't it horrible?
They're starting to come after me.
They've been after me for about a year.
You're obviously very good at evading them. I should have to
but that's why it's important to support people like Green Note and independent artists, because who wants to listen to music that's only made by people who come from money? That's not interesting.
Yeah.
It's got to be nice and diverse and eclectic, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to be able to keep doing what we're doing, and grassroots venues like Green Note make it possible. And the fact that they look after their staff as well, it's
They do, and they curate lots of lovely stuff, and they find new music as well. So yeah, it's important. It is important. Guys, it's been what a lovely show. What a treat it has been for me and for everybody watching. And so good to see your faces. I've missed you. I have. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed tonight as well too.
Immensely.
Yeah, I loved it.
What about you?
Good.
Have a good time?
Sweet. Sterling work back there, sir.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yes, you have.
Fortuitous that she bumped into you in that record
I
shop.
know. I know. Lucky me. Thank you, Thank you, Carter.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we're going to say goodbye and a thank you for the very last time to the delightful and delectable Deborah Jones.
I love that.
Yeah.
So long.
So
It's been
long.
a pleasure.
Farewell.
Take
Aw.
care. Thank you for
too,
having me.
Lovely.
Thank
And a goodbye and a thank you very much to the resplendently real Rob Quo.
That's me.
Yeah, baby.
Many thanks for having me. It's
Bye,
been
Rob.
a pleasure.
Oh, bye, lovely.
Ciao, ciao.
And a
just
goodbye.
you and me.
It's you and me. Uh-oh. And a goodbye.
We can do whatever we like now.
Yay. And a thank you very much to the tantalising and tumultuously talented Tarantina. Mwah.
Thank
Love
you, Emma. You're great.
Bye-bye. So are you. A great big thank you to Imi and Risa, as always, and to Ali for working his tech magic behind the scenes on the sound and the camera. And a thank you all for watching tonight, as always. And we are here every Wednesday and Friday with wonderful new lineups for every show. And I just want to thank you again for tuning in, you lovely people. Thanks to you all, and we'll see you back here very soon. Ciao for now.